All right. So let's begin. I'm going to start by coming to a tall seat. I want you to take a moment to wiggle out. So rock side to side a little bit, maybe forward and back. Start to get a connection with those sit bones. So really feel everything beginning to press into the floor. Don't feel like you need to be stiff. And then once you feel grounded in those hips, you can start to rest them, maybe roll the shoulders a few times, maybe roll out the neck. Whatever you need to start waking up, start moving your body, and just slowly finding that balance point. So you're slowly shifting, making little adjustments. And when you do finally feel settled, closing the eyes, coming to that tall seat, and beginning to connect with a deeper breath. So I want you to take your time, inhaling and exhaling. Allowing that breath to flow through you. Feeling the body expanding and contracting. And as you do this, I want you to smile. So just a little smile on your face. Soften the eyebrows, the forehead, the cheeks, the eyes. Release the jaw. Don't be clenching it. The whole face is soft, beginning to relax. On each exhale now, feel any tension beginning to leave those shoulders as they're allowed to melt away from the ears. Maybe you feel them rise up a little bit on the inhale, and then melting even deeper on the exhale. Just letting go of all the stress, working our way down the body. Feeling the back becoming relaxed as your balanced seat takes some of the pressure off of it. Feeling the tension easing out of the hips as gravity allows them to open and to release. Feeling those legs melting towards the earth, all tension, all stress leaving you. Leaving you with a sense of calm, a sense of peace, a sense of happiness. Completely carefree. And then in this carefree state, we're going to begin to move, maintaining that looseness, maintaining that sense of ease. So on an inhale, let's bring the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring them back down alongside of you. Again, big inhale, bring them all the way up to the sky. And exhale, relax them back down. Again, big inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way down. This time, let's inhale that right arm up and over. Exhale, bring it back down and come to center. Then again, big inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, bring it down back to center. One more time, big inhale, right arm up and over. Exhaling back down to center. This time, inhale that left arm up and over. Exhale back down into center. Inhale the left arm up and over. Exhale back to center. One more time, big inhale, left arm up and over. And exhale back to center. Inhaling both arms all the way up to the sky. Lace those fingers together, turn the palms up, and let's stretch. And don't feel like you have to stay centered. If you feel like you need to lean or wiggle or twist a little bit to get that full stretch in, do so. Good. From here, let's bring the arms forward, rounding the back, pulling that belly in. Feel that separation in those shoulders. And then on an inhale, reach all the way back up to the sky. On another exhale, bring the arms down in front of you once more. Pull that belly in. Feel that separation. And inhaling back up to the sky. And one more time, exhale, bring those arms forward, pull the belly in. And big inhale up to the sky. Separate those hands, take them down to the ground behind you, pressing into the palms. Open the belly, the chest, the throat, and just hold for a moment, relaxing back into this pose. Again, let your face be soft. Allow a little smile, feeling the tension leaving you. Then returning to center, big inhales, you reach up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. You're going to walk those hands away, relax to gravity, and just take a few deep breaths. Now, if you need to here, you can wiggle, you can lift up and down a bit. Don't feel like you need to be stiff. And then on an inhale, walking all the way back up to your tall seat. And we'll take our legs and cross them the opposite way. Again, we're sitting tall, taking our time to wiggle into the right spot. Finding that balance once more, taking your time here. And on an inhale, when you're ready, bringing the arms all the way up to the sky. And once they're there, let's climb one arm at a time, reaching up, stretching all the way through the fingertips, taking your time to elongate that body, opening through the ribs. Holding center now when you're ready. On an exhale, you're going to twist, bring opposite hand to knee. Hold until all that air is out, guiding yourself into the twist. And then inhale back to center, reaching to the sky. Exhale, twist to the other side. Again, guiding yourself into the twist, releasing all your air. Then inhaling back to center and reaching. Continue Twisting side to side, exhaling on the twist, inhaling on the reach. Taking your time here, again, keeping that soft face, very little smile. Keeping that tension away, just releasing, beginning to move. Letting things flow through the body and through the mind, not staying in one spot for too long. So maybe do one more twist to each side. And when you're ready, you'll come back to center, reaching all the way up. And exhaling, folding forward, we'll walk the hands away and take a few deep breaths once more, sinking down, maybe wiggling a little. On your next inhale, take yourself over to the right side, walking across the body, staying low as we fold over that thigh and reach and stretch open. And then again, on an inhale, we're coming across the body, walking across. Taking that left arm as we reach and opening. Right arm as we reach and opening through the right side. And then again, inhaling back to center and all the way up to a tall seat. And from here, we're going to come to our hands and knees in tabletop. So take your time getting there. In tabletop, you want to make sure that your wrists are beneath your shoulders, knees are beneath your hips. The core becomes strong, helping to steady you. The back is long. The vertebrae and spine are separating away from one another. And then when you feel ready, we begin cat-cow. So on an exhale, you'll lift your spine as high as you can, tucking under to cat pose, holding the belly in, tucking under tailbone and chin. And then inhale, open as wide as you can, tailbone to the sky, looking forward in cow. And then again, exhaling as we come into cat pose, tucking everything under. And then inhale, open wide into cow. And just keep on going a few more times with your own breath through cat-cow. As you do this, stretching the spine in each direction, I want you to just imagine any tension built up in between those vertebrae beginning to dissipate. From the base of the skull all the way down to that tailbone. Any negative energy in there is being released. Your body's letting go of anything that does not serve you in this time. On your next exhale, you'll come to cat pose. Then roll those hips all the way back and down, coming to child's pose. Looking forward, drop to those elbows and inhale, roll through the elbows, coming all the way back up through a cow position. And then begin again, exhaling, lifting to the sky in cat and back to child's pose. Inhale, rolling through those forearms through cat bow, ending in that cow pose. And just keep on going a few more times, rolling through these cat bows with your own breath. Exhaling back, inhaling as you roll through and up. And again, we're opening more of our body now. We're releasing more of that tension. We're allowing for that flow of energy within us. And maybe go through another round or two if that calls to you. And whenever you are ready to finish, you will end in your child's pose. And we'll hold our child's pose once we're there, maybe rocking into it, massaging that abdomen against the thighs, taking our time to just release. And then on an inhale, coming back to your flat back table when you're ready. Once you find your balance, then we're going to do some tiger stretches here. So once you're balanced, once you're ready, you can either do just the arm, just the leg, or opposite arm and leg, whichever one works best for you. I'm going to do opposite arm and leg. So starting on whichever side you're most comfortable, extend one leg back, bringing the opposite arm forward, or just arm or just leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, you're going to pull everything in towards your belly. Inhale, bring it back out. Exhale, bring everything back in. Inhale, bring everything back out. Exhale, back in. Inhale, back out. Exhale, back in. Inhale, back out. Let's do two more. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. And inhale out. Let's take the hand and knee down. And let's do one cat bow. So exhale into cat all the way to child's pose. Inhale, roll through the forearms up through cat bow. And then find that flat back, strong table. Once you feel strong and steady, take the opposite leg back, opposite arm out, or just one or the other. Then on exhale, pull it all in towards the belly. Inhale, press back out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, back out. Keep on going with your own breath. A few more times. And maybe do 2 more. And then when you are ready, bring everything down. And let's go through another cat bow. So rolling up through cat, exhaling back. Inhale, roll through the forearms, lifting up through that cat bow. And exhale, come back to child's pose one more time. Let's hold. Again, if you want to wiggle a little, feel free. Good, and then from here, let's find that flat back table. Let's tuck under our toes and lift up to downward facing dog and pedal out those feet. I want you to take your time here, pressing through one heel, then the other. Beginning to open up through the back of the body, stretching out those legs. Make sure you're opening those shoulders, pressing through the whole palm, the fingers, get out of your wrists. Belly's active, bringing those hips high. Good, and when you feel ready, you're going to walk your feet up to meet your hands in forward bend. Little bend in your knees to protect your lower back. Fold in towards those legs, looking at the knees. And again, if you need to wiggle a little, feel free. Maybe straighten and bend. Maybe wiggle the torso into place. Wiggle out the hips. Wiggle out the head, the shoulders, whatever you need. And when you're ready, feet planted firmly, bend your knees. You're going to inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time like a rag doll, all the way up to standing. And find mountain pose. So let's take a moment to find a good mountain pose. We're going to plant into our feet. Make sure they're underneath the hips. That doesn't mean together. It means straight down from where your hips are. Spread out your toes. So I want you to wiggle out your toes, maybe lift and put down your feet a few times. Let the bottoms of the feet expand and stretch. Good. From here, lifting up through your legs. Activate the inner thigh. Lift the muscles up. Don't just tighten the legs. Lift and lengthen. Roll the shoulders back as that chest gently lifts, the ribs open, the core is strong. And then balancing yourself, close your eyes. Feel that connection with the ground beneath you, those feet spread out and stretching onto it. The body lengthening, strong and steady. And then on an inhale, bring your arms up to the sky as the eyes open. Let's grab onto one wrist and pull it up and over and feel your body opening. Then inhaling back to center, grab onto the other wrist. And again, big inhale up and over, feeling that opening throughout the body. On an inhale, return to center, reaching up tall. And let's sit back for Utkatasana, awkward chair. Sitting back into those heels, into those hips. And on an inhale, we rise all the way back up. And exhale, swan dive into that forward bend. As we inhale, we're going to ragdoll one vertebrae at a time all the way back up to a tall standing position. And find that mountain pose. Then inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's exhale back to Utkatasana. From Utkatasana, you're going to turn your palms forward. Fall forward onto your thighs, stay bent, and sweep the arms as the fingertips brush the floor and come towards the head in swimmer. As you inhale, you're going to sweep back up, coming to Utkatasana. Exhale, sweep forward once more, coming to swimmer. Fingertips might brush the ground, resting on those thighs. Inhale, sweeping back up to Utkatasana. One more time, exhale, palms forward, sweeping down, bringing the palms towards the head, coming to swimmer. And exhale, inhale, sweep up to Utkatasana. From here, on another inhale, bring it up to our Tadasana, tall mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive forward into forward bend. Make sure there's a little bend in your knees to protect you. As you inhale, look halfway up, hands to shins or to thighs. Exhale, folding forward. From here, we're going to walk those feet back to downward facing dog. Hold for a moment, find a good downward dog, strengthen through that body. And then you're going to rock your hips side to side. So be a little bit up on your toes and just let the hips rock. The knees stay pretty straight. They can bend a little bit if you need. But we're not doing this by bending one knee and then the other. We're just rocking and pivoting on those toes. Strong core here, keeping you balanced. And then from here, what I want you to do is look forward. Bend your knees. And then push forward into plank. Exhale, lower to the ground. Untuck those toes and inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, coming to cobra. Exhale, lower back to the ground. And then we're going to inhale back to cobra when you're ready. Exhale, lower to the floor. And then one more time, inhale to cobra when you're ready. Only to the height that you're comfortable. And exhale, lower and tuck back for child's pose. On an inhale, you're going to return back to your flat back table. Tuck under your toes and lift to downward dog. And again, lift those hips high, pressing into those heels. And then we're going to walk our way forward to a forward bend. And just holding for a moment, letting that head become heavy. Just take a few deep breaths in this forward bend. As you inhale, look halfway up, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, fold forward. And let's take our right leg, step it all the way back to a lunge. Drop your right knee to the ground. And when you're ready, inhale the arms up to the sky. Push those hips forward. See if you can look up a tiny bit as you open the body, open the hip. And exhale, fold down. From here, lift that right knee back off the ground when you're ready and step it forward to forward bend. On another inhale, you're going to take your left leg all the way back. Find that good lunge. Drop your left knee to the ground, and when you feel prepared, squeeze the inner thighs, sweep up. Press forward into those hips, and if you can, open and look up to the sky a little bit. And exhale, fold forward. Return to lunge, lifting that knee up, and exhale into forward bend. As you inhale, look halfway up, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, fold forward. From here, let's walk our feet all the way back to downward dog. This time, I want you to take your right foot, lift it up to the sky. You're then going to bend your knee and try to touch your left hip with your right heel. Good. Coming back to center, extend that right leg out and bring it to the ground. Then you're going to lift your left leg up to the sky. And this time, take that left heel, try to touch your right hip. And then bring that leg back to center, reaching up to the sky. Bring that foot back to the ground. As you inhale, move forward to a plank position. Exhale, lower down to the ground, however you need to get there. Untuck those toes and inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, coming to cobra. Exhale, lower back to the ground. And then tuck back for child's pose. As you inhale, move to that flat back table. Tuck under your toes and lift up to downward facing dog. From here, I want you to take your feet, walk them up to your forward bend. Bend your knees looking forward, so bend as deep as you can. And then if you could go lower, keep bringing those hips down and press down into those feet, deep breathing. Now you have two options here. You can play with your balance and your strength, or you can protect your lower back and your knees and come up easily. You can either lift the hips, lift the body, or if you want to, you can balance on those toes, stay on the toes, not on the heels. Squeeze the inner thighs, and when you're ready, lift, staying on the toes all the way up. And then lower the heels and find that mountain pose. So it's up to you. Once you're in mountain pose, holding for a moment, taking that deep breath. From here, you're going to turn sideways or straddle your mat, whichever one works for you. Open your feet wide and turn your toes forward. So you want to feel like your toes are almost coming in towards each other, so the sides of the feet line up with the mat. Good. Activate the legs, pulling up, activate the inner thigh for balance, activate the lower core for strength. From here, take your hands to your hips, right where the joint meets the thigh. This is where you're going to bend from, so take a deep breath in, and you want to feel yourself bending right from that joint, so stick the tailbone out a little bit. Fold forward, chest coming forward. Squeeze the inner thighs for breathing here and stopping halfway. Now, if you feel anything in your lower back, it means you're not squeezing your thighs enough. So you want to squeeze in and up, or if you can't, just come up a little bit higher until you don't feel pulling in your lower back. Strong core supporting you here. And again, soften your face. It's not an easy position to hold, but stay soft. Work through the adversity. Deep breathing. And then taking the hands all the way down to the ground. Little bend in the knees. I want you to just rock your hips side to side. So try to go a little deeper now. So really bend one knee and then the other. Getting the whole body to move into this. Good. And then coming to center, keep those knees soft. Let the head fall and look between those legs. And then keeping the knees soft, thighs strong, hug those elbows and rock. Sway that torso. Try to coax your spine to go a little bit longer, a little bit deeper into the pose. You can hug your elbows the opposite way. Continue that little sway. And when you feel like you've gone as far as you can, bring those hands down and just enjoy the stretch, deep breathing. When you're ready, bend the knees as deep as you can. Start looking up and just hold. So the knees are bent. You should feel it in those hips a little bit. Deep breathing. And then when you're ready, using the thighs, lift the hands off the ground. Use your thighs to lift you as you straighten the legs out. And bring those feet back together. Good. Right from here, we're going to come back up to the top of our mat. Take a deep breath, bring those arms up. Exhale, swan dive back down. As you inhale, look halfway up one more time. And exhale back to the ground. This time we're going to bend those knees and we're going to work our way down all the way to the floor. So you can go very gently and then begin rolling, or you can just kind of drop and then roll. And we're going to rock back and forth a couple of times, massaging out the back. Whatever feels good for you. Only go to your extent, listen to your body, but have fun with it too. Let yourself smile as you roll. Even if you're just rocking a little bit on your back, maybe you're not coming all the way up, that's okay. Whatever feels good to you. And when you're ready to end, you're going to end with your legs in the air. And that could be a very gentle on your back, just legs up, or legs all the way back, hands supporting the bottom in plow. So either in plow or back on the ground, legs just up in the air, whichever works for you. And then when you're ready, you're going to slowly bring the back down if you're a plow. And everyone bring your feet to the floor, planting them firmly. Once they're there, if you need to walk them a little bit closer to your hips. Knees don't need to be touching, but keep your knees straight up to the ceiling. Don't let them splay apart. And we're going to flow with our breath here. So as you inhale, you're going to take your arms and your hips, lift them up off the ground. Arms come all the way overhead. Hips come as high as you're comfortable. Exhale, lower everything back to the ground slowly. Then again, big inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. We're going to do one more. So whenever you're ready, inhale up. And exhale down. Good. From here, you're going to let your knees fall apart and walk your bottoms of your feet together, coming to a supine Baddha Konasana. Just take a few deep belly breaths here, feeling those hips opening. And then bring those knees back together. Hug the knees into your chest and just relax your belly for a moment. So really let the belly sink in. Pull the knees as close as you can, feeling that tailbone lift up. Maybe even need to shift a little bit to release those hips and let them roll up towards the ceiling. Then open those knees wide. You're going to reach through and either grab your pants, your ankles, your feet, whatever you can reach. Lift the soles of the feet up to the ceiling as you pull down on those legs. Knees come around your ribs in happy baby. And then you're going to rock side to side and let yourself smile. Let yourself be happy here. This is a great endorphin releaser, mood booster. We're opening the hips, we're massaging the back. And we're looking silly while we're doing it. Great. When you're ready, coming back to center. You can hug those knees in together and hug them to the chest. If you feel the need to rock anymore in any direction to massage out your back, feel free to do so. And then coming to center when you're ready. Soles of the feet to the mat. Allow them to open and separate as wide as your mat. You can then begin your windshield wipers as those knees are allowed to fall side to side. And begin to take a few deep belly breaths here. Let yourself smile, feel things beginning to release and relax. Slowing down the breath, slowing down the heart rate. Slowing down that sway of your legs as you go through these windshield wipers a little bit slower now. Beginning to steady the body. Coming to center, you'll take a big full body stretch. Extend your arms and legs far, far away from each other. And while they're there, you can rotate your wrists and your ankles in one direction a few times. Really get a full rotation in. Don't skimp out here. Let those joints release. And then you can go the other way. Big, huge rotations of the wrists and the ankles. And then just stretch out the fingers and the toes. Maybe wiggle them a little bit. Feel yourself extending. And then taking any final stretches that you need before you start to enter your Shavasana. You can find a comfortable position to rest in as we go into this final meditation. So taking our time now to close our eyes, to begin to relax. I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel a wave of relaxation washing over you. And I want you to keep doing that. Inhaling in, feeling that wave of relaxation as you exhale. And just continue to do that, consciously releasing, consciously relaxing and letting go until you feel at peace. Don't feel like it should take any certain number of breaths. Just go with it. Your body will know when it can go to a more gentle breath, when you feel more relaxed, more at ease. Tension, all stress, all anxiety being released, being let go of. Only peace and happiness remaining, allowing you to genuinely have a smile on your face, for the face to be relaxed, for all worries to leave. And we stay now in that state of peace and joy, of playfulness. And we take that through our day, allowing us to take with us that playful energy, that joy, that peace, to spread throughout the world, to enrich and to better our lives, and to bring joy to those around us. Slowly bring your awareness back into this space, into your breath and into your body. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. You can take any stretches you need, any time that your body requires. And when it is ready, you can roll to your right side in the fetal position and then up to a tall seat, keeping your eyes closed. Taking our hands together at our heart, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel relaxed, feel a release, and feel playful. So with love and with gratitude, the light within me bows to the light within you. Namaste.